Hey everyone, Brian here from Vintage Classic Specialist. Happy Saturday everyone. Time for another kind of short-ish day in the life of Vintage Classic Specialist here. So let's talk about this bus first. Lots been happening on this bus in the short time that it's been in the shop so far. One of the major things is this headliner that our magic upholstery guy Santiago is putting in, and it is nearly done, not quite. You can see it still needs those little panels up there and still needs the back corners and hinge covers put back on, some stuff like that. But yeah, getting super close, guys. So just thought I would go ahead and show you that. This is of course a rag top here. His canvas was pretty nice, so we didn't replace that, but the whole headliner, including the section on the rag top, is new. We put on new little sliders and stuff, bushings on the ragtop mechanism so it slides nice. The ragtop bows were all bent and stuff like that and kind of gross, like unrestored looking. So Santiago went ahead and took the time to restore all those, you know, kind of ragtop frame components, get them looking perfect, clean them, straighten them, paint them, etc. So it looks as amazing on the inside now as it does on the outside of the ragtop mechanism. The other thing that has been happening on here is some paint and body work. So if you recall, when the bus came in, it had like a little fender bender accident. I don't even remember where, guys, and it's like impossible to find. You see my reflection there. It was right in here somewhere. It had a crease in it and then a pretty deep kind of gouge in the paint, and it's gone now. So we had some paint mixed up to match this based off the fuel door, and then Rene of course did a blend in that area because paint matches are never like exactly 100%. So yeah, he does a blend where he kind of fogs the paint out around the periphery of the repaired area, and then the whole panel gets clear coated, and then you color sand and buff the whole thing, and boom, can't tell it was ever there. So this panel now, for better or worse, looks better than the rest of the bus as far as the paint. I don't know if you'll be able to see this on the video, kind of the difference between here and here. I think you can actually see that. Yeah, so I don't know, I may propose to the owner that we just have Rene go ahead and finish color sanding and buffing all around, at least the bottom of the bus. The top, the white part, maybe not quite as necessary, but the bottom for sure, because this panel looks amazing now. This is actually not a bad paint job. It just needs a good color sand and buff, and so that's exactly what happened here. And so yeah, that was kind of the major one. And then this bumper, the overrider tube here, had a pretty bad scratch in it, and then this support here had a dent and scratches and stuff in it, so it's all fixed now. And let's see what else, guys. This door was very problematic. It wouldn't really close all the way, and if you like really slammed it, you could kind of get it to close all the way, but even then this was sticking out pretty far. You can see it's not quite 100% perfect now, but it's not so bad that you would really notice it just walking around the bus. And now it closes with, you know, like a more reasonable amount of force. I mean, before you had to really slam it to get it, and even then there was still, you know, it was still sticking out that much. So again, Rene working his magic here, guys. And so that is pretty much what's going on this one now. I think we're also, and the owner mentioned this, the wiring has some issues on this bus, and the wiring is kind of a mess, and we saw some signs of some burnt wire and stuff in there. Interestingly, this part of the wiring harness looks like it's original, but in the back of the car and kind of the main harness, it looks like it's probably new. So I don't know why somebody would replace kind of the back part of the harness without also replacing everything up in here. But we're gonna go ahead and replace all this up in here, rewire all this and stuff, because again, we did see some kind of burnt looking wires and just some signs of, you know, not really great. So we will take care of that too. So that is what is happening on this bus here. So let's talk about what I did today. Only worked for a couple hours today, but let me show you here. Hold on one second. All right, guys. So I started in today on this guy. This is the other Orange Ghia. This is the 72 Ghia. Much more muted color of orange, kind of like a, I don't know, I'd almost call it like a burnt orange. I don't know off the top of my head the name of this color. Guess I should look that up. But this is a 72 Ghia that came in for paint and body, and it's going to get a full electrical rewire and interior and maybe some assembly. I don't know. The owner, I think, is thinking about maybe doing a lot of the assembly himself, but basically, again, paint, body, electrical, upholstery. So still a pretty big job on our end here. But Raul actually, and I think I forgot to mention this on yesterday's episode, Raul, as you can see, started actually like sanding in the front trunk here. And this car has definitely had its fair share of little fender benders. So you can kind of see there the wrinkles in the body, which really start showing up when you start sanding it, because obviously the high points sand much sooner than the valleys, so to speak. So yeah, they're a little bit here. So at some point when this becomes Rene's project also, then he will start working his magic and this will all look amazing. The nose of this bus is pretty nice, except right here. And looking at it from the inside, I think this is the only thing on the nose. I don't think this is all. A lot of them, this is like pretty much solid Bondo here. This one, looking at it from the inside, it looks pretty good. I don't think the very, you know, kind of tip of the nose has ever been pushed in, but that other area I was just showing you is right here. And so, yeah, what I did today was I went ahead and removed all the wiring harness, the fuse box, the switches, the two gauges over here, the brake reservoir, windshield wiper mechanism, radio, pretty much all that stuff. So now that's pretty much all. I still need to remove this mechanism here for the fresh air system, but pretty much now Raul can get in here and just, you know, clean all this and just start sanding it. So usually this is kind of how we start cars, is cleaning and sanding these areas here first, and we'll have him do that. And then once the white 67 Beetle is painted, then Rene will turn his attention to this one. But yeah, in the meantime, it's great. We've got Raul, and he is go ahead and starting on this one, especially doing a lot of these, like, I hate to say kind of like low skill jobs, but just, you know, like the sanding, the cleaning, stuff like that, so that when Rene starts on it, he can start focusing on, you know, more like metal work, body work, etc. Speaking of metal work, this car is going to need some. You can see some rusted out areas here, pretty much where Carmen Ghias are always rusted out. The good news, though, is that these areas along the bottom of the body and stuff, sheet metal does seem to be pretty decently available for those areas, unlike, you know, these areas here like this that we had to replace on that green Ghia. So I think whatever sheet metal this car needs is pretty readily available, and we won't need to get a donor car like we did for the green 68. So anyway, guys, that was pretty much my day. I got a box full of stuff here now that I removed from there, and yeah, and now Raul on Monday when he comes in, he can just continue working on up in there. So let me pause this for a second. Okay, guys, so anyway, that is it for this week. I guess I will see you guys on Monday. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their weekend. Bye.